Oh Lord. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another beautiful Sunday. My name is Olushola Olurotimi Ogundele. Thank God for a nice and wonderful Sunday, a refreshing time in the presence of the Most High. I just want to appreciate everyone. Thank you so much every time for joining me on. I thank you all. I appreciate you for always being there, for coming on board. And without you, there wouldn't be this program. And I thank you all for all the messages, the text messages, the phone calls, and everything. Thank you so much. I just want to sing. I just like singing. I just like appreciating God before I actually start the program. I have confidence in you. Oh Lord, 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 I just want to say, oh, thank you. I just want to say, thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to thank God for his faithfulness. I just want to thank him for what he's doing. I just want to thank him because he's always there. Even sometimes when the week I've been rough, but God kept us. And I'm actually so happy and I'm excited because the children have been on holiday for the past 6 weeks. They're going back to school this week. So summer is over down here where I am. I want to thank God for what God has been doing, for keeping the family, for keeping the children, for keeping all of us. God is actually so faithful. So today's topic, we're going to be talking to the singles. You know, that's where I do it every time. I talk to the singles and I talk to married people. So it's not just about one person alone. So we're actually talking to both parties. But I'm still waiting on board. I won't take much of your time. I want us to be spending just 30 minutes. So I will appreciate it if you have any question that you just want to contribute, or maybe you have a comment, you can actually just write that on the comment side and I can read that. And if it's a question, I can actually read it. And like I said earlier on, I'm just appreciating all my families and all my friends for not getting tired of this show. And it's not just about a show, like I said earlier on, and I keep saying, that is about our marriages. It's about the people that want to get out there to be able to know what to watch, what to look out for. And also, it's about we that we are married, what we'll be looking out for. So it's not just one thing. It's not just that, oh, is it for the married people or for the single? Like I heard a message the other day. There was a man that was actually asking me that, oh, is it just only for women? No, the show is not only just for women. The show is, the relationship talk is actually for the men and also is for the women. So today, I will thank you again for joining, and I want to appreciate my wonderful husband, Reverend Olurotimi. You're the best. I just want to thank you for giving me the grace and for encouraging me. That's the word I will use, because if it's not for your words of encouragement, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know that I'll be able to do it. And this is actually my passion. It's something that has been on my mind, and I want to say a big thank you to my boys, Mayo Dele, Maya Dipupo, Maya Miko, Maya Midola. You're the best. Without you guys, I won't be sitting down here. Thank you all, and all for the technical stuff. So today, I will be talking about friendship in marriage. And also, I'll be talking about marrying your friend. So they're two together in one. So when we talk about friendship in marriage and also marrying your friend, we're going to start with the explanation of the two. So before I actually start, I want to tell you that, what do we mean by marriage? From my own little knowledge, what I know about marriage is when two people come together, male and female, coming together in one union. That is my understanding about marriage. When you leave your mother, when you leave your father, when you just come together to be one union together. And also a friend. A friend is a confidant. A friend is someone you can actually rely on. A friend is someone you can trust. A friend is someone that is always there for you at all times. A friend is someone that you enjoy his or her company. A friend is somebody that you don't keep secret. You tell your friend everything. You don't say, oh, this particular thing, I'm going to tell this one. A friend is somebody that you even, you put all your trust in. So let's just say we're now bringing the two together now, marriage and friendship. So that is why we're bringing the two together now. So bringing the two together now means that when you get married to your friend. So like I explained earlier on that, getting married to your friend, and I said earlier on that a friend is a confidant. So that means the person you want to get married to must be a confidant. The person you want to get married to should be someone you're familiar with, you're fun to be with at all times. You don't get tired of that person's company. You just want to be with that person. And the friend is someone like a friend is someone that is a good company, that you are enjoying that person's company. And I will just tell you some attributes that we actually need to watch out when we're talking to our friend, when we want to date, or when we're looking for a spouse. The things we should actually watch out is that person caring? What do I mean by is that person caring? What do I mean by that person caring is that when that person is selfless, is just caring about you. It's not someone that is just saying, oh, it's just going to be all about me. I don't care about you. If you like, do whatever you want. If you like, let's say for example, now you're actually outside and you're going to have a meal, and the other person is now telling you that, oh, I don't know, I don't even care where you want to go. I just know I'm going to a Chinese restaurant. So is that kind of attribute that you want to know? Is the person selfless? Is the person, does that your friend care more about you? Is it just about you when you're with that friend, or is the other way around? So that caring factor is a very important factor you actually need to watch out for when you are in a relationship. I just want to thank everyone for joining on board. Thank you so much. My technical department, I can't really see the people coming in, so I just want to appreciate everyone. So if I don't mention your name, it's just because I've not been actually seeing that. Maybe you can just bring that. Thank you so much. So what I'm actually saying is that, oh, thank you. Now I can now see the names now. Ayomide, thanks for joining. Rotimi, Jinodu, thank you for joining. Andrado, thank you for joining. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, When Cook, thanks for joining. So we're talking about friendship and relationship. What I was actually saying, I was saying that for singles, you need to watch out for somebody that is actually caring. Is that person, does it care about you? Is it just when you're with that person, the person is selfless? Or is it the other way? The person doesn't care about you. It's just about that person alone. And is the person, like I said, we need to watch out for, is the person selfless? When the person is selfless, that means there will be hope. You can actually you can actually build a home together with that kind of a person. Are you fun to be with? Is that person fun to be with? Thanks for joining, Nkechi Omo. Thank you. Is that person fun to be with? Is it that you actually get tired of that person? Maybe you just think, oh, actually he's my friend, but just because my mom said I should hang out with her, that's why I'm actually hanging on with her. In a relationship, you need to go out with somebody that interests you. You don't need to sit, like, you don't need to just say, oh, I'm just in that relationship because I'm getting old. You know, I keep telling you that singles is not too late. There's no time that is actually too late for you to get a spouse. And the ones that are in the marriage, if you notice that something that you need to work on your husband, you can still work on that your husband, and you can still work on your wife. So I said, are you fond of that person? Is that person really loving? That when we're talking about a friendship in marriage and what to watch out for when you want to get yourself a friend that will lead to a marriage. Is that person loving? Is that person romantic? Is that the kind of thing that you really want? Or is that person really uptight? If that person is if that person is not romantic, what are the kind of things that you're actually doing to make it a better one? When you're in a relationship and when you're dating, I'm putting the two together. I think I'll be saying one, then I'll go back to the other one so that we'll understand. When you're looking for someone to date, look for that kind of person that is really loving. And like I'll tell you something, if that person is not loving, why don't you try something by showing that person love? Maybe you are the romantic type, you like cards and you like flowers, and that person is not showing it. Why don't you tell that person exactly what you like? Because by telling that person what you like, and you are also showing that attitude. You just don't say, oh, fine, I want cards, and you don't give cards. So you actually do what you are saying. So don't think that it's all just going to be one way. And if you like somebody that talk a lot, if you're looking for a chatterbox, let's say for example like me, I enjoy talking. I just enjoy it. So you can imagine if my husband, fine, he's a quiet type, but he likes listening to me. If he's the kind of person that doesn't like somebody that talk around him, the thing is we're going to get tired. He's going to get tired of me. So if you're the quiet type and you really want somebody that is bubbling, that wants to keep on talking to you, that will kind of bubble your life up, so why don't you look for that person, that character that is a chatterbox? I'll just use that word so I can understand. That character that will keep you company every time, that you don't get, there's no dull moments with that person. You just from one topic to another thing or the other one. And if you're the other side, if you're the reserved side, and you just want to be, you don't like talking around you, look for someone that is quiet. So that is what is actually happening nowadays. When you are actually trying to look for some qualities in your spouse, and you're looking for the opposite. If you want someone that will always cheer you up, that is always there for you to chat, so look for somebody that is a chatterbox, that can talk, that can actually be friendly with you, that you can be there. And if it's the other way, like I said, and you must look for this character. Is that person, is he a problem solver? Is he always there to solve your problem? What I mean by solving your problem, I'm not saying that, oh, maybe anytime you are broke, that person is always giving you money, is always loading you up. No, it's not about money, don't get me wrong now. But that person, is he ready to share your burden with you? Is he ready to sort that thing out? Maybe let's say, for example, now, I'm actually, let me just take myself for example. I've been thinking about what to share today about a topic, and I've been saying, oh, do I do this? Or should I share this? Should I share it? And I'm asking my husband, and it's like, he's not showing any concern. And it's like, let's just say he's not bothered. So that kind of thing actually affects marriage. If you're married to someone that is not actually thinking about your interest, or that person your problem is just your problem. So we need to look for someone that is actually ready to share our problem with us. We need for someone that respects our ideas. Thank you for joining on board Adewumi Tobi. We need to look for someone that respects our ideas. We need to look for someone that even your opinion really matters. And when you are looking for someone in a marriage, also, when you're looking for someone, don't look for someone that, a friend is not somebody you get scared of. That is not a friend anymore. A friend should be someone that you actually respect. A friend should be someone that is always there for you, like I said. A friend is someone that is your confidence, like I said. Because for people joining, that's why I'm actually just recapping the things that I've said. A friend is someone that you're fond of. So those are the kind of thing you should watch out for when you want to get married. And people that are in marriage, if your spouse doesn't have that, I'm not saying you should leave your spouse. I'm actually saying you can actually work the qualities or the attributes that you want your spouse to have and he doesn't have. You should work out on that. Even there's some attributes you can actually, there's no harm in you actually sitting down and just asking your spouse that, am I doing the right thing? For at least we've been married now for like 10 years, for 20 years. Is there anything you really want me to change? Is it the cooking aspect? Is it my dressing aspect? Is it the talking aspect? Is it the kind of friend that I'm actually keeping? Thank you so much for joining, Bumi Ayilara. Thank you. I just want to, so what are the kind of things that you want to change, even about you? So we can actually start from you. Because when we're talking about attributes, we're talking about what you want your spouse to have that he doesn't have. Or what you want your spouse to have that she doesn't have. So I'll take myself for example now. Fine, I've been married now for like about 18 years, but I've known my husband for 27 years. But of course, once in a while, I just still talk and I say, oh, I love, is there anything that you really want me to change that you don't like? And he's always asking me too. Is there anything that you want me to change about maybe what I do, maybe my dressing, maybe the way I talk? And those are the kind of things that keeps your marriages alive. Those are the kind of things that actually gives you hope. Because like I keep saying, that communication in marriage is very important too. Because there is no marriage that is so perfect that without communication, it is going to break off. Thank you so much, James Agama, for joining. We're talking about friendship in marriage today. And like I was talking about the attributes that we should watch out for before marrying a friend. Or maybe when you are in a married relationship already, these are the attributes that it would be nice on our spouse to have. So, like I said, that it should be somebody that respects your ideas or your opinion. And someone that is always there for you, that share your problem. I've said that together. It should be somebody that you share things together. And a kind-hearted soul. Don't go for somebody that you know is very, like the children will say, they'll say, oh, that person is very mean. If the person is very mean when you are courting, definitely when you get married, it's going to be worse. So why don't you look for that person? And when you are looking for someone that is kind-hearted, are you kind-hearted yourself? Because we need to be something that we are so that we can actually attract people. So don't let's say we are looking for this particular person while we ourselves were not actually kind-hearted. While we ourselves were not actually that, we don't have the attributes that we're looking for in our spouse. And does that person, does it take your progress as a main thing? That means he's so concerned about your progress. It wants you to be, was not the, because I've seen couple before. I'll just give you an example. I've seen a couple that she was actually about to launch a book, and the husband was so all negative about it. The husband doesn't want her to launch the book. Maybe peradventure, because you know, when you listen to stories, people don't tell you everything that happens. It might have been maybe while she was actually writing the book, she was making it as a secret, which is not right. You don't keep things as a secret and you just come out of the blue and now say, oh, I have a book to launch. Definitely your husband is going to get annoyed. So why don't you carry them along? Maybe you want to start exactly like what I'm doing, like a talk show. You want to write a book. You want to launch anything. I've seen couples building houses, not even telling the other. And when the house is not completed and you're now saying, oh, I'm going for housewarming, the man is not going to be happy with you. Or the wife is not actually going to be happy with you. So that is all boils down to we should not keep secrets from one another. We should learn to be open in our marriages. Because when we are open, openness in marriages actually give us a lot of good marriage. Because by the time we keep things to ourselves, at the end of the day, it's going to affect our homes. So don't let us keep secret. That is why you will realize, because you will realize some women that they don't want their husband to progress. Why? Because the husband, maybe the husband has actually been keeping some secrets for her. The husband wants to buy a new car. She's not getting the woman involved. So why are we not getting her involved? Why are you not telling your husband what you want to do? Because like my definition about marriage, I said two people will actually come together. That's the male and female coming together as one. In one union. I'm not saying coming together as two. Even the Bible said that you will leave your mom and your dad, that two shall become one. You will become one flesh. So when you are in one flesh, you should be able to do everything together. Because for you to be married together, you believe in one another. So that thing that is still holding you down in your marriage, that is not letting you to see the attribute that your husband has, is that secret that you are actually keeping. So why don't you drop off that secret and make sure when you drop off the secret, you'll be able to see that this man has this attribute. Because it's that secret that you are keeping that is making the man to be selfless, that is making the man to be selfish rather. Because you will go out there, you will buy a lot of things in your wardrobe. You want to change your wardrobe and you just come back home with about 3 bags and you just walk inside the house, you just go upstairs without showing you, without even mentioning anything. Fine, the man has actually seen it. And that will make him next time when he goes out, he will be selfish too. He will just come back with about five bags too, and he will go up there. So those are the kind of things that I said, the attributes that I'm actually talking about. We ourselves, we need to bring out the good attributes in ourselves so that we can actually see that, and that will bring out, we can actually see that our spouse, they have that too. And that will help our spouse to actually relate very well to us. And for the singles that are looking forward to getting married, I will just tell you, I keep telling you that marriage is very sweet. I'll use that word. It's so interesting to be married. You need to marry your friend. That's why I said this attribute. Somebody that you don't get tired of. You don't spend an hour together driving in the car and you find it very difficult to talk.
In fact, you should not even know that you are with that person if you spend about 5 hours. You should be able to bond very well. You should be able to relate with one another. And if you realize there's something missing, that if he's not talking, why don't you start the gist first? You can actually start the gist. You can actually start the talk, and before you know it, 1 hour, 2 hours. And if you keep on talking, it's going to come over too and just join you. And before you know it, you've brought out that attribute that you actually want in a man. So don't just leave everything to the women. And don't let us leave everything to the men. What I'm saying is that don't let us leave it to our spouse. If the spouse are not coming, because there's something now that we're saying attributes to look for in marriages. If we don't have it and we're married, we're not going to divorce. We're going to work on our marriage. Like I said, marriage is an investment. You need to invest your time. You need to invest your time. You need to invest your money. So it's not just only about, and you need to invest even your behavior. Everything needs to be there. It's a total investment. So it's not just maybe there's a particular thing that you want to invest, or maybe, this marriage, let me just say, if it doesn't work, I'm going to go out of it. You don't want to, because your children are watching you. So you need to make it, you need to work around your marriage, and you need to make it work. So that is why I'm actually encouraging the singles in the house, that singles, you need to actually open your eyes very well before you jump into marriage. So that you don't get into, you don't get into a marriage, and in the next 1 year or 2 years, you're already getting tired. Because I've seen some issues. And while you're getting tired, why are you getting so tired of that relationship? It's not because of that person that is not doing their part. I will actually say you yourself, you're not doing your part. Because it actually takes two to tango. There are some things that we ourselves, as a person, we need to do. So it's not just about the other person. It's not just about, I'm only just waiting for that person to contribute. So I'm just going to wait that the marriage will be, everything will work out well. Everything will work out well when you do your part. So we all need to do our part. We need to, Mr. A needs to do his part. Mrs. A needs to do his part for everything to come out well. And if you're married, and I thank you so much for joining. Gani, thank you so much. We're talking about friendship in marriage. And if you're married, and if you're actually married, like I said, that your spouse doesn't have all these attributes, we need to work on that, our spouse. Because we're in the marriage together, what we're looking for now is that the marriage needs to work. We don't need to say because it doesn't have that attribute, they said I need to look for a caring man, I need to look for a selfless lady, I need to look for somebody I'm fond with, somebody that is very loving, somebody that is kind-hearted, someone that will solve my problem. And you don't have anyone, so that means I'm going. You're not going anywhere. At least that man is there for you. Remember, there must have been something that actually attracted you to him. Why is he not showing that attitude that he had before you got married? I keep saying it. Have you yourself, have you changed? Maybe there was something you actually giving in that home, and you're not doing that anymore. Why don't you search yourself before you start complaining? I just want all of us to actually search ourselves concerning these attributes. Am I that loving to my spouse? Am I that kind-hearted to my spouse? Do I take my spouse's problem as mine? Or is it just that, my problem has to be his problem and that's it? His own problem is his own problem? No. That money that you're doing that is so important to you, is that money more important to you than your happiness? Because there are some women, when it comes to their money, it's their money. And there are some men too, when it comes to their money, it's their money. They don't share it with their wife. They don't even, your wife does not even know your salary. Your wife does not even know your pay slip. That is not a relationship. A relationship we should be open. We should be able to come together and plan as husband and wife. Even as we are dating, we should be able to plan. Because at least we're dating, it's leading to somewhere. So we should be able to have that practice as we're dating. That fine, this is my pay slip, this is your pay slip. What are we expecting? What do we want to do? Let's put everything together and be able to work together. That what are we planning to do? What is the next step after August now? So we should have a common goal. Because even as a friend, if you have a friend and you don't have a common goal with that your friend, it's going to be a big issue. So we need to have a common goal with our spouse. So, and also, like I said, I keep encouraging my singles that no matter how old you are, it is not too late for you to get that your spouse. No matter how late you are, it is not too late for you to get that loving wife that you've actually been dreaming of. It's not too late to get that loving husband you've been dreaming of. But are you working towards it? Are you still looking down on people that comes to you? Or you are still thinking, oh, there's still time that so I can actually play around? Those attributes, if you can't get, like I said last week, you know, that's my saying, I keep saying it, that you can't get a perfect man and you can't get a perfect woman. But at least if you get a 70%, you can actually work on the remaining 30% of that relationship. And don't think it's a one-man show. It needs to be both ways. It needs to be both ways. You are giving, whatever you give is whatever you get. So don't think that you just want someone to just give you all the love while you wait. So like I keep saying that we need to keep working on ourselves. Marriage is an investment. That if you're not taking anything home today, just have it at the back of your mind. The marriage is an investment and you need to work on your marriage. And also, you need to work on your marriage. You're still there, you're searching. We need to search. Like I said, open our eyes. As you're opening your eyes, you're actually opening up yourself too. So it's not just about one way, it's about both ways. Like I just want to tell you, as you're watching, we can actually share. You can share with all your friends. I keep saying this. We might be saving a marriage. This talk show is not about maybe just coming on social media just for people to see my face. No, it's my passion that I really want to talk about marriages, to talk about singles, for people to know that marriages are actually working. And also, if you decide to get married, it's a good thing. It is not a problem. But there's one or two people that they've actually had some issues. That is no problem. You can still work on the other one and say, fine, I'm going back into it, and this time around it's going to work. So don't give up. It's still going to work. Just have faith. And like I said, what you want from others, do unto others. So it's a two-way show. Don't look for somebody that is loving where you are not loving. Don't look for someone that is kind-hearted where you are not being kind-hearted. Don't look for someone that is selfless where you are very selfish. So we should have those attributes even in ourselves. Let's start by ourselves. Oh, fine, you are married to that man, and that man is very selfish. What are the things you're doing? Oh, I've actually checked. I'm not doing anything. He knows everything about me, but I don't know about him. Why don't you keep on working on yourself? I keep telling him, why are you keeping those secrets away from me? Because sometimes he does not even know it's a secret. He might just be keeping quiet and think everything is right, not knowing that what he's actually doing is wrong. So let's try to voice out. There are things that we don't like in our marriages, and we're keeping quiet. I keep saying keeping quiet is going to ruin homes. So let's communicate with one another. Let's talk with our spouse. Let our spouse know that what they've done, or maybe what they're doing is something that we don't like. So let's keep on talking and let's be open. That's everything. Like my topic today, I said friendship in marriage and marrying your friend. So let's share this video with all our friends. We might be saving a marriage. We pray that the Lord Almighty will keep our homes. We pray that at the end of the day, we're not going to miss it, because Satan is actually going around to destroy homes. So we ourselves need to work on our homes. Like that's why I said I like this show, because it's not just about talking to you alone. I'm actually talking to myself too. So I'm encouraging you, I'm encouraging myself. And singles, like I said, it's not too late to get that lovely husband that you're looking for. And it's not too late to get that lovely wife you're looking for. The Lord is going to keep our home and is going to bless our home. And I'll see you exactly in 2 weeks' time. I won't be here next week. So let's share the video. I'm on YouTube. If you're just coming in, let's join on. Let's look at the link on YouTube and also on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. And I just want to encourage all of you. Thank you so much for joining. Without you, there wouldn't be this show. So it's just about us encouraging ourselves. About the singles going out there to marry their friend. Marry someone that you're fond to be with. Marry someone that is so loving. Marry someone that cares about you. And also, as that person is caring about you, care about that person too. Thank you so much for joining. I want to keep it very short so that we can actually listen to it again and so that we can share with our friends. Thank you so much. See you in 2 weeks' time. That's on the 27th of August, 2017. Have a blessed week. Bye.